Hello and welcome to Claire in Bloom, where I share my love of fragrance, body care, and beauty. In this video, I'll be reviewing the new Rhinestone Cowgirl collection from Victoria's Secret. Thank you so much for stopping by, and let's get started. Victoria's Secret has started to roll out their fall collections, and I'm excited because the fall and holiday lines are usually some of my favorites. First up is the Rhinestone Cowgirl collection, which is available now online and has started trickling into stores, but not every store has them out. I've heard they should be officially released this week though. And as a reminder, if you want to see mini reviews or what's coming up on my channel, you can join me over on Instagram at Claire in Bloom. There are technically 3 new scents in the Rhinestone Cowgirl collection, and I picked up all of the fragrance mists. If you could see me, I would be putting the word new in quotation marks, but we'll get into that later in the video. While the cowgirl theme isn't really my style, I think that the packaging on this line is cute, and it does have little Western themed designs on it. I've not seen any evidence that there are matching lotions for these scents, which makes this the second collection after Pink Boardwalk to not have any lotions. Maybe they're still coming, but it seems like this might be something VS is doing on purpose. I hope that's not the case because I like to layer my mists with the matching lotions. The collection includes Texas Holdem, a floral musk described as acacia petals wander through the overgrown field. Saddle up. Let's Go Girls, a fruity floral described as vibrant wildflowers bloom over the sunlit canyon. Here for a good time. And Rodeo Nights, a woody floral described as sparkling gardenia glimmers under the arena lights. Kick your boots up. And now let's get on to the reviews. The first scent in the collection is Texas Holdem, which is a new scent and comes in the golden bottle with the horseshoe accents. And this has notes of acacia petals, desert vanilla, and southwest cedarwood. And this opens very floral, and acacia petals are usually sort of powdery and green, and that's how it feels here as well. The vanilla is soft and has a freshness to it, so it's not really syrupy or sugary. Cedar isn't a note I tend to prefer, but it's not off-putting here, it just gives the scent a warm, woody quality. To me, this is a warm, slightly powdery woody floral with a soft vanilla sweetness, and the scent does get sweeter as it dries. I think this one is really nice, and I especially like it when the greenness softens and it gets a little sweeter. And for comparison, I have Solar Sands from the Desert Wonders collection a couple years ago, and this has notes of sweet acacia, golden vanilla, and budding jasmine. And y'all, these smell basically the same to me. Solar Sands is a soft, slightly powdery floral that feels warm and has a soft vanilla sweetness. These both have acacia and vanilla, and I believe that they are either the same scent or have the same base formula. I go back and forth with feeling like one is a bit sweeter than the other at times, but they keep evening out to be the same again. So if you have Solar Sands, I don't think you need Texas Holdem unless you want to replenish your stock. I didn't feel the need to do any other comparisons because this is the dupe right here. The next scent in the collection is Let's Go Girls, which is a new scent and comes in the pink bottle with floral accents. And this has notes of vibrant wildflowers, pink suede, and cactus flower. And this also opens very floral, and I get the feeling of mixed flowers that have a bit of greenness to them. There is also some floral sweetness, as well as a bit of brightness. As far as the pink suede, I'm not picking up on a leathery type of suede, it feels just a bit musky and warm. To me, this is a pretty straightforward floral scent that's not overly sweet, but not very memorable either. And for comps, I believe that this is probably a repackage of Canyon Flora, also from the Desert Wonders collection, but I didn't pick that one up. It had notes of cactus flower, sheer jasmine, and windswept wildflowers, and I'm thinking since these share the wildflowers and cactus flower, they are probably pretty similar, if not the exact same scent. I also wanted to share another comp since I don't have Canyon Flora, and that's Horizon in Bloom, which has notes of pink cactus, peach nectar, and wildflowers. And this is a fruity floral scent with mixed flowers that have a bit of greenness. The peach adds some fruity sweetness, but it's overall more floral than fruity. These share the cactus and wildflower notes, but Horizon in Bloom is a little sweeter and has the added fruity touch, while Let's Go Girls is more of a straight floral. And the last scent in the collection is Rodeo Nights, which is a new scent that comes in the aqua blue bottle with little cowgirl boots. And this has notes of sparkling gardenia, country jasmine, and amber santal. And this opens with the gardenia, which I've been coming to enjoy more, and it does have a bit of brightness to it. The gardenia and jasmine combined create a heady floral feeling, and the amber santal brings in a warm, powdery woodiness that does smell like sandalwood. The scent has a nice sweetness to it that feels like a mix of the florals and amber, but also has a touch of a sugary quality to it. I really like this one, and I think it's a nice, sweet, woody, ambery floral. And for comparisons, first I have Desert Sky, once again from the Desert Wonders collection. And this has notes of sugared petals, warm sandalwood, and cactus water. And this is a pretty nondescript floral with some warmth from the sandalwood and a soft, slightly sugary sweetness. And just like the other scents, I think that these are the same scent. They're both warm florals with sandalwood and a light floral sweetness. So if you want to re-up on Desert Sky or you missed out on it the first time around, now's your chance to pick it up. I'll also share a couple other comparisons for those who don't have Desert Sky, and first is Garden Daydream from the Royal Garden collection, and this has notes of creamy gardenia, bright bergamot, and brown sugar. And this is a soft gardenia scent with some bright citrus, and I really like the combination with the brown sugar. It's creamy and sweet, and made me like gardenia a lot more. These are both sweet gardenia scents, but Garden Daydream is brighter and sweeter, while Rodeo Nights is warm and woody. And lastly, I have Bath & Body Works Hello Beautiful, which has notes of white gardenia, jasmine petals, magnolia blossom, pink nectarine, and cotton musk. This is a very strong floral, and I feel like the jasmine is most prominent. It has a touch of fruitiness, but overall feels very clean and fresh and floral. These share their gardenia, but Hello Beautiful is light and musky, and the floral feels a bit different than Rodeo Nights, which is sweeter and warmer. Overall, as is probably clear by now, this collection is pretty much the Desert Wonders collection from spring 2022. There was a fourth scent in that line called Cactus Water that they didn't repackage in the Rhinestone Cowgirl collection. That one had notes of desert hibiscus, cool water, and tiara flower, and I also didn't pick that one up. When I first saw these scents online, I noticed that if you put them in the cart, they had different names on them. Texas Holdem was Vanilla Sky, Let's Go Girls was Desert Flower, and Rodeo Nights was Rising Sun. Those names combined with the notes made me think of the Desert Wonders collection, so I pulled out the scents to compare them. After I did that, I looked at my receipt from the store, and these actually rang up with the names from the Desert Wonders line. Texas Holdem was listed as Solar Sands, Let's Go Girls was Canyon Flora, and Rodeo Nights was Desert Sky. So it really feels like VS wanted to re-release the scents in that collection and started to give them new desert-themed names, but ultimately decided on a Western theme, maybe since that's kind of popular right now thanks to Queen Bey. I guess there's only so many fragrance combinations you can make, but if VS is going to start re-releasing scents, I wish they just do it under their original names. There are so many scents that people would love to see return, so they really don't need to repackage and rename them. So the Rhinestone Cowgirl fragrances are basically new scents in name only. As far as the actual scents, if I had to rank these, Let's Go Girls would be my least favorite, as it's more floral than I prefer and just seemed really light to me. I don't dislike the scent though. The other two I like pretty much the same. Rodeo Nights is just sweet and warm, and their gardenia is very pleasant, so I feel like I'd reach for that one a lot. And Texas Holdem has a nice combination of powdery floral, warm woods, and fresh vanilla. I also wanted to mention that I didn't find these scents to be very strong. Let's Go Girl was the weakest in my opinion, and Texas Holdem seemed the strongest. I also wanted to note that if you want lotions for this collection and VS doesn't end up releasing them, there are actually some of the lotions from the Desert Wonders collection in the sales section online. I thought it was odd that those were back after all this time, but they still have Solar Sands and Canyon Flora available as of my filming this. So that's it for my review of the Rhinestone Cowgirl collection from Victoria's Secret. Let me know what you think of these scents and if you're going to give any of them a try. Thank you for watching, I hope that you'll subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.